Hey guys, hey, welcome. We're here. Let's take a look. What are we looking at? Continuing with this reading, the two stacks. So let's jump in. Hope you're having a lovely day, night, whenever you happen to be watching it. After all is said and done, what situation are we working with stack 2? If you're looking for stack 1, please zoom back to the first part. Okay. Right off the bat, though, I'm getting here that something may feel a little bit uncomfortable, like you just feel there's something uneasy. The Magician coming through sideways, you're unsure, like, is this going to really work out? Is this going to manifest? Maybe some of you are like even questioning, like, is this kind of like all in my head? Like, you're questioning also maybe why you're feeling a certain way about a certain conversation point. For small number of you, you're not sure if somebody is committed. I'm also hearing you're not sure if there is long-term potential. I'm hearing that here. Yeah, Magician. I feel like you have reason to feel that way, though. It's not out of like nowhere. There's definitely something that sort of triggered that. So let's take a look here, though, and see further. What is what? And I feel like you sometimes may you don't want to necessarily like acknowledge that this is an insecurity point. I see that the Five of Pentacles. This is very similar somewhat even to the first stack. If you feel guided, check out the first stack as well. Yeah, some of you feel like it's almost like, is this too good to be true? Like, you know, with the Sage here next to the Five of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse, something doesn't feel right though, and like, you know that it's like you're teetering on this very fine line of, well, it could really work out, it could all work out actually, but then what if? Like, there's also the side of what makes something, it makes you feel about the situation that it's not going to work out. And I hate to say it like that, but this is what I'm feeling. Take it as you will. And we're going to take a look to see what is actually, what is actually, let's say, so-called the potential space here, not because you don't have free will, but because it is more so a matter of in this space integrating with your higher self and realizing what you really want, like kind of having that clarity. Now, some of you, you're elevating, you're changing. Maybe you are maybe not sure if you want something quite anymore. 10 of Wands in reverse, Magician reverse, but I see that you also kind of, there's something unknown here. It really does, it's reminiscent of the first stack. There's something unknown and you know that. It's almost like you feel that there are too many issues. I hear issues. Five of Swords. This is about a contract. Some of you, it can be trust questions. It can be that maybe you're having trouble here understanding if someone here is also honest. We have the Hanged Man. For some of you, someone is very concerned, okay, as whether or not, okay, you're serious. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, so you apply it. It's maybe your energy, their so-called their energy. Let's get here further. Thank you so much for, okay. Five of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reality. There's something from the past, even I see you need to like question something, consider something, maybe you feel you want to consider something from the past. Two of Swords, yeah, this is about confidence. So I feel like if let's say that this is a decision you're making, I see you not having a very, as you may feel, an honest side of another person's story. Can we get a little further on that? I'd like to get some notes. Yeah, but I see you also hesitant, like you don't want to come out and be like, hey, like, can we talk about this? I'm hearing like that. The Sage here card mirroring the Magician reverse. This really also has to do with your stamina, your fortitude, the clarity with which you address your needs. I hear that as well, and know what they are truly. The Hangman here in the movie, you know, sometimes it's not really a matter of like, do we pursue it? It's, do we know it? Do we know what we want? You know, sometimes the hard part is when we're just sort of, yeah, and the bad thing is when we're really lingering and we're not sure what we really see in our own story. Okay, you deserve love. I do get a passive energy here with the Magician in reverse, and that, again, the Five of Pentacles, new love in reverse, and the healing family issue. So let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say about this. If you, let's say, were to continue on in this storyline, what is going to sort of happen, we'll say. Yeah, some of you feel like something is not being exposed like whatsoever, and it's really making you feel uncomfortable. Some of you, this is a timing thing. It's like, I'm not sure when, and there's a lot of shit up in the air, I'll say like that, in this conversation. Now, we do have Pluto retrograde. We also have Mercury retrograde. At this time, Mercury's in pre-shadow, but hey, we'll consider it. This is going to be a pretty weird, let's say, next few months. We're going to say it like that. Let's clear the energy. I'm going to pull now on, well, yeah, something even about the order of events. It's like, why did that happen at that point? And then that happened at that. But it's like, some of you feel like you can't really have faith in this. Sorry, this is what I'm seeing. Yeah. But let me know if this resonates. Okay. I feel like you don't want to like acknowledge that though. You know, sometimes it's like, I know what's bothering me about this and I just want to call it out. It's like, I feel like in this sort of predicament, like there is this question of, I don't really know. It's like having trouble, you know, putting your finger on it. I just took note of the Gemini archetype here on the Movement of Swords card. Yeah, this is a really big question when it comes to communication. So if you were to remain in the situation, I want to shuffle these back in and we'll get another set of cards. What are we? For some of you, this is an exam or something. Let's get. I hear something about the past, like you don't want to go back to something, like something. It doesn't feel right to maybe even, I don't know, bring something up. I see that with the Magician reverse from the past. The Five Pentacles, like it's not a good. It's like almost like you feel like you need to negotiate with your boss kind of energy. It's like no one really wants to be in that moment, you know, to have to do, yeah, and doing that, to have to do that, because also it's like, well, it's like I see you questioning, why do I need to come forward and ask this? Like, shouldn't they be coming? Shouldn't I already feel kind of comfortable with where they've placed me? I'm here on the map naturally. Like, why would I need to like kind of I see there's it's about over asserting. I see you don't want to necessarily under or over assert, but then you also don't want to be taken advantage of. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what are we looking at? If you, we're to, let's see, with Three of Swords in reverse, for small number of you, I mean, you may have an awkward moment. It's going to come down to something here. There's no way that this is going to continue with the Five of Pentacles. The Magician in reverse, it really reminds me of Page. I feel like you will have an answer to this. Definitely Ace of Swords at the base of the Page of Pentacles. I feel like something is maybe not as bad as you think. Like something is not going to be as like so concerning actually with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, Three Swords in reverse. Something is not as maybe concerning. I hear that again. And it may, especially if it has to do with matters of the heart space. Some of you are going to have actually a really strong sense of resurgence here. Wow, that just turned right around. You guys are actually about to manifest something huge here. So maybe there's a bit of this, the way it appears to be with the Magician, right? We see this sort of creatorship energy. With the Magician in reverse, it's like you kind of see it, but then you don't. So it can be a surprise. Even I'll say that with the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Three of Swords, Three Swords in reverse. Can we get some clues here as to what we're looking at a little bit further? What deck do we want to use here? Let's get, what is the main concern or factor? Some of you need to clear your energy, your aura. I'm seeing that as well. Keep clearing your aura. Definitely very important here. It says out and about. See, someone's going to surprise you with something. Someone's going to surprise you with something here with out and about random restaurant. I keep getting like clear your aura, ground your aura. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, some of you need to embody what it is that you also want to understand. And I feel like, it may be a boss situation. It's like, don't be afraid to assert. Now we have, don't be afraid to also identify your values. I'm curious about, it says other people, out and about, random restaurant, the Three Swords in reverse. Some of you maybe need to like clarify something, or it says this person is secretly physically fantasizing about you. And we have also fantasizes about others. And then we have also third party. Okay, so for some of you, there's a major question here when it comes to but I see you not wanting to like identify that is the concern. Interestingly, can we get a little bit I want to get here on even the heart of the matter. We'll say, what is the heart of the matter here that we're working with? I feel like you guys are maybe, there's something that is like elusive, and there is definitely a shadow work here to be done as well with the Magician with the Five of Pentacles, because there's something that's making you feel insecure. Okay, yeah, some of you, I don't see it's as bad as you think. Like I see that it's really not as troubling as you think. Okay, it's more a matter of communication. And we literally just put, it says this person has some traits that make it difficult to engage in open communication, but it's not a matter of their actions. Okay, so it's not a matter of, yes, we have trustworthy popping out in the Three Swords in reverse. Some of you are freaking out, okay? You're really worried. And I feel like if your question was regarding, okay, like even monogamy, okay, or their interest in you, it may even be a misunderstanding, you guys. That answer will come, okay? If it was a matter of them being interested in you, I'm hearing it again, and them valuing you, it's not what you think. I'm hearing that as well. It's not like they want to like kind of devalue you. So maybe there's a contract set out and you, it's like, talk to your boss. It's like, hey, that actually doesn't work for me. It's like, maybe they sort of misinterpreted also a part of your cause. I'm hearing that, like, classic retros. Some of you are really worried. We have trustworthy, flirting with the people, they're a player. You're going to have your answer here with the Empress of Pride and the Three Swords in reverse. And I feel it's going to be a good one, a secret popping out on, this person has something, some traits that make it difficult to engage in open communication. Then we have secret mirroring off. It always takes you well as a general video, and you may want to watch another stack. Let's go. For small number of you, but I feel like there's a fine line. Maybe this is even someone else's energy. You could be tapping into their energy with the Magician reverse. It's like, this is maybe about compartmentalizing the energy and sort of identifying where it sits at. For some of you, this is someone who you're dealing with who's not being assertive, who's not being direct with where they see the value is at. And they could really like you, but it's like they don't want to be, maybe like they don't want to come off as desperate. This is what I'm getting as well. Okay, yeah. We have sleep on their player. It's like something is also not worth it. I'm hearing that. Maybe this individual is not valuing the things that maybe you think they are. I hear that as well. It says get out of the relationship. It says... It says get out of the relationship on a secret. Some of you thought there was like a really big secret and you were just like, if that is what's going on, then I got to get out of here. I feel, yet again, this is a general video though, always take it as you will. But I think that there was like honestly, I feel like this situation could be ripe for some sort of misunderstanding, like interpreting, okay, the behaviors and the actions as one sort of conversation here. Oh, coworker. Got it. Yeah, I think definitely like communication is really important here, and like really just direct and open and honest communication is going to be really, really important. Like saying, and not interpreting for them how they will react. Okay, not like, oh, I hope they don't think this about, this is another point. Let's backtrack. No, that's not the point. It's like, hey, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I'm wanting. Just say it really, really directly because it's true. It's your value. So, and if someone's going to react sideways to you being authentic, then that's a bigger problem. So this is for some. It's really about getting things sort of clarified, clear. And maybe some of you even have a vision. Again, like if you're having a vision, like talk about it, bring it out in the open, like put it on the table. We have travel / entertainment, enjoyment on the Empress. For some of you, I think there's a bit of complication here, and I don't blame you. I feel like there's this ripe for miscommunication, misinterpretation. Okay, for a small number of you, there's even a language barrier. There's actually something going on with the language. 5 Pentacles in reverse, or the communication is just really not good. But the Magician reverse, 5 Pentacles in reverse, maybe not even like consistent. Some of you are left hanging, wondering even with the 5 Pentacles. Maybe you feel even like someone's unprofessional. This could again be with an employer. Oh, this is a little it's like a light dance. It's a projector. it's shining the lights around. It's just like that. It's like someone comes to the chat, what's that green dot? It's like, it's not, don't worry. Okay, South, no, they value. It's like, this is not what you think it is. I hear that again. So I feel for some of you, there is a question though. It's like, maybe you're not talking about values, period. But then it's like, you're still engaging in a space where values are sort of asserted. I don't know, maybe, for example, you drew up a contract, but you didn't actually like define and talk about, okay, yeah, like the way that you saw the terms. Maybe you didn't like, it's like one of those moments, like we never said what this was. We never actually like, so I think from the get-go, it's really better to have that really clear and concise, open conversation, communication without getting, also I'm hearing emotionally wound up with the Magician reverse, like where you say, even where you're not trying to understand where they will come at, in the conversation with you. Okay, but how do we say come to you from, okay, and come at you from, you're not sure even if they're going to be like antagonistic, to come at you from the vantage point of, let's backtrack, emotionally. So this is not about the emotional conversation. This is about just saying simply in simple terms what you actually want, what your expectations are, what your needs are, and what you feel. So if this is a negotiation, it's like, don't make that sort of heart space. I'm hearing eye contact with the heart. Like, don't try and interpret what it is that is maybe the misunderstanding, if there is one. Okay, so yeah, this is confusing. It seems confusing, but in the sense of try not to let someone make you also feel a certain way about you having this doubt. Maybe you don't want to sort of establish a sense of insecurity in the connection. You don't want to come out and be like, hey, like, is this going on? Is this happening? Yeah, I think you'll have a new beginning here. No matter what, you will have your answer. You will have a new beginning. Guys. Okay, this is I feel like this is a misunderstanding. No, big time. Like, we have flirting with other people, and then we have they see you as the queen on the Page of Pentacles. Some of you are maybe misinterpreting someone's behavior. You're misreading someone's energy. Yeah, this is for some. Big time. Like, completely. Okay, it says, you make me nervous. Wow. You may be tapping into what they're feeling. This is for some. It says, you make me nervous on karmic, friends. Something is it's like, I just get it. Ripe. Okay, for misinterpretation. Social life at the base of friends. So, okay. Is this resonating? Let's see what else. What does Spirit want to... let's do a quick Celtic cross. Yeah, some of you like didn't want to talk about money even. I'm hearing that, like finances. Yeah, like even like there's a weird like last time we spoke on energy. Like, no, like we gotta like get it out in the open. Like, let's talk about it. Yeah, someone was feeling really insecure. Like they were thinking back on their last move with this person. It's like, wow, how are they gonna react? But I feel like you're kind of making that mean a lot in relation to who you are. It's like you're making that one conversation, like you're making that situation really mean a lot when it comes to what it is that you're creating with yourself anyway. So have a backup. I'm hearing that. Don't feel like everything rides on this one conversation. I'm hearing that as well. I feel like some of you, it's a matter of your priorities yet again in this, whatever this discussion is, because there are certain things that maybe really matter to you that are really important. But then it's like, I see you getting that a little bit like kind of confused with the other things that are not necessarily important, but that's maybe how... I'm hearing, where am I? With the Empress and the Three of Swords. This has to do with your value, how you see yourself. Yeah. So I think it's really good to get that clear and squared away first, and then step forward so that you're already feeling the Empress upright, and then you can dispel that Three of Swords. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, we need it. Yeah. So take it as you will, but I feel like either way, you're going to be fine. Chariot upright. Let's get a little bit further here. Let's get a Celtic cross. Someone's really nervous. They're going to lose a ball even with something. It's like, they're not sure if like they're going to turn the passion down, the passion away, the potential away. I'm hearing, don't compare yourself. That's just coming through. Six of Wands, right in the energetic pathway up top, Temperance. There is a question of like cultural differences and values, possibly actually, again, even language. Something about the way you're connecting to this person or this space is kind of like so-called foreign. It doesn't mean that it's wrong or bad. Actually, it may be something that is very powerful and strong. Ten of Wands, right? But you need to know kind of what you're looking for. I feel like this is even a classic situation where you started like, let's say, a business, a company with a friend, and like back then it was like really just not clear and not serious and there were no standards. I'm hearing that as well, really, to how it is that you started out. And then now it's like that. No wonder it's all confusing, because like now you have all these like weird conversations that like weird conversation points that you never had. You don't know if you should have them. You don't know what to do with it. It's like, is this resonating? It feels really strange, this energy, for some reason. I don't know, but sometimes maybe that's how you're feeling. Sometimes, yeah, maybe that's how you're feeling. But I see you don't want to characterize. Okay, somebody here is having trouble saying, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm hearing as well. Like that. I feel this tumbling in the sacral. It's like they don't want to like, so here's the thing. If you're going to be afraid of making a move and making a so-called mistake, well, here's the thing. Okay, further is that you cannot make a mistake. You cannot make a mistake. Because if something will fall apart, it wasn't meant to be. Okay. And that's just that. And that's just that. So if you feel something, feel some kind of way about someone, I'm hearing that as well. Okay. Be honest and upfront and yeah. So there's no like, yeah. So but the important thing is that you're confident in what you're doing in that space. Wow. The trolls are very hungry tonight. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys, moderators. Some of you worried about the timing? No. Yeah, the Heart of Cups. Wow. I think that is... I just keep seeing it. It's like you're not sure if this person really sees you in a certain way. It's like... Again, I don't think you have something to be worried about. It's a lot of the perspective. It's like you're up here, they're over there. It's like you have to talk though. It's like I see you guys. You're on radio receivers. You're on little radio receivers in the jungle, in the forest. It's like no wonder you're confused. I'm hearing that. Okay, for some of you, yeah. I'm your army. Something feels risky. It's like you feel like, but then you're not sure. Am I risking something here? Like well, yeah. Not ever getting down to and really communicating directly and openly about what is real to you. Heart of Cups. But I don't see that as being something that is like so-called a necessity, but it is, because clearly it's bothering you enough to come to this reading and find this reading in this stack and realize that something is really, it's like it hasn't gone away. You need to clarify this. You need an answer for this kind of vibe is what I'm seeing. King of Cups, where you feel like there has to be an answer, like maybe something has been left open, lingering, open-ended. Something has not been established. There's no foundation kind of vibe. So reminds me of the first stack with the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles, right? I think that was it. So yeah, and I think like sometimes you're like, am I wasting my time? Am I just wasting my time? Like, is this going to be something that I don't get anything out of as well? Like, but not just in the sense, I feel some of you are very confused, thrown off by someone or something. It's like where you don't even realize like really who you are, but then it's not really about that. You don't realize who you are in relation to this person contextually, but then the context of this connection. So this is a situation that is making you feel weird. We're just going to just deduce it to that. And it's definitely inspiring some shadow work here as well, but also just, the question of our boundaries and saying our values out loud and openly and just kind of putting it out there without interpreting it and thinking about it before you do so. You see what I'm saying? Like just, yeah. So the Heart of Cups. Let's take a look. There is a past here. Maybe you're like feeling uncomfortable. Like, oh, how are they going to judge me? Like, how do they see me? Like, compared to so-and-so, something of the sort. Heart of Cups. Like, I get a classic, like, I don't want them to judge me kind of vibe. Classic, I don't want them to judge me. You have astrological sign of Cancer, especially if you're dealing with someone who's got a lot of Cancer. You can interpret their moves in a certain way, but it's not accurate. It's not like, oh yeah, they actually think that. Oh yeah, they actually feel that. Maybe they're just not even thinking about those factors. Maybe you feel they left something out, possibly, but I feel you're not even sure on that. It's not like, for certain that they purposely left that out. So there's a lot of like, am I like reading into this? Like, I feel there needs to be some grounding and clarity here. And the way to that is you first grounding before you have this conversation, getting in your element, balancing. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't go from this like perspective. I'm going to go into this conversation with a very emotional, but I do feel like you do have a really high stakes energy space here with the 10 of Cups in the chair as is felt. Like you feel like there's a lot riding on this. I personally would try to write out as well what it is you're feeling, because it seems like there's a lot of, yeah. And if you feel like you don't know, then meditate, but also maybe, just keep, balancing your auric field. Like, for example, taking care of the physical body, okay? Grounding your thoughts. Because I see a kind of like a frenetic energy with the Magician reverse. I mean, of course, we will feel uncomfortable. Of course, we'll feel displaced. We'll feel like, do we know really who we are? And that's the basis point of the Magician, is knowing that you're the creator. So I feel like something is throwing off your feeling sense of groundedness with your creatorship abilities. Yeah, but for some of you, I feel like this is also you in your personal life. Those moments where like we just feel super clear. We feel super, super clear, level-headed. We're not questioning. We're not confused, right? There's no white noise kind of vibe. And then there are those times where it's like, oh my God, is that actually a factor? Does that actually matter? So I think you want to just scale it down, deduce it, get really clear and down to the basics. And then be obvious and open with communicating further, the next step of communication of what your values are and what you actually feel and want and what your decision is. Because some of you, I feel like you want to know kind of where this person stands to be able to better understand what will happen overall. And I feel like that makes you feel uncomfortable because then you're sort of like halfway basing your opinion on this person, halfway sort of involved in the situation based on this person, and then halfway sort of like thinking, well, is it just me? Is it just me with me? Should I actually just go at it alone? I'm hearing that. Should I just kind of be in my own story? Some of you, you're having trouble meeting someone halfway. I'm hearing reading between the lines, even I'm hearing that possibly. But I'm hearing again, grounding, it's important to ground. For some of you, there's maybe even this like energy space of kind of like feeling like you're having, someone's giving mixed signals. So yeah, you can play a part in that, right? By being really firm and really direct and sort of saying, this is where the wall stands, this is where the boundaries are. And how do you come to that point? How do we have that conversation? Heart of Cups is the Queen of Cups. So yeah, it says naked heart message. I am the heart of my emotional wounds. Okay, let's back to this part. Some of you, I really feel like it's interesting. You have to allow this person to come through in the emotional space. And from your vantage point, I see what would really be helpful again is more earth energy, fire energy, grounding. I wouldn't come from this very emotional sort of perspective. And that requires of you to be more in the grounded earth element and even fire energy to allow this person to come forward with that water energy. So it's really a matter of the dynamic. I'm hearing it like this. Let's go to throat chakra. Especially if this is someone who has trouble translating their emotions and really communicating, conveying their emotions in words. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video, stack 2. Feel free to subscribe if it was your first time. And yeah, I feel like you will have your answer and things will move along with that movement of wands. So contrary to the first stack though, the first stack was more like, I mean, really, yeah, that was like a situation where if you just kind of like stick around, I was like, I don't see that really changing. Like there needed to be some abrupt shift there. But this is something I feel like that will really kind of also, yeah, be as you ground, this will become more clear and it will come out. Let's move into the third stack. As you ground and as you clear your mind, this will become more clear and it'll become easier. The load will be lighter. So make it easy on yourself and get back into balance is what I'm hearing with the Empress. That's really what's necessary here. I don't see like that you need to necessarily step out of the situation or, you know, take it as you will. Sort of like, again, I'm hearing like not necessarily come through from this very, very emotional, hyper emotional lens. For some of you, yeah. And especially if you're looking for a more emotional energy space here, yeah. Step into the fire, okay? Step into the Empress energy, step into the earth energy, and then you will understand where they stand with you emotionally. If that person is not, I mean, but I do feel there's a lot of love there. Okay, there's a lot of love there. Thank you so much, BD, for your wishes. Let's get really quickly on if this is something this strongly though, but general pull though. If I'm seeing NY, New York, if this is something Spirit wants you to not lose the faith with, can we have some clues? We have EO. I keep hearing this is a misunderstanding. We have J and we have a T. Could be initials. We have TJ. We have EO. We have I. For some of you, someone is a teacher. You feel like something was, again, misinterpreted. We have a K. We have an S. We have an N. We have a J, another J. We have an E. We have a G and an L. We have 2 E's. So for some of you, I'm hearing neglect. Maybe, yeah, again, like you feel like the communication is lacking, but again, it's about having the context of the communication. Let's move into the next stack. Stack 3. What's going on? How are you feeling? Some of you worried. You're wondering if something will end, like something around you, if it's going to be eliminated. Okay. The Magician with the 5 of Wands. Yeah, you need to, it's like, I need to know, is that one thing going to be like removed from the conversation? I see that. Is that from the conversation, from the interaction even? It's clear from the back. So I'm not sure if you have an answer to something. You want to know something very specific, I feel. Yeah, this is like maybe even like the 5 of Pentacles has come through. I mean, it's not surprising, right? We're talking about karma. 5 Pentacles here as well. It has come through in every stack 1 through 3 so far. Movement of Wands. For some of you, you're very kind of like eager. Okay, I see that here with the Magician and the Movement of Wands. Some of you, I see that not what you're necessarily lacking, but what you're drawing on or seeking is this sort of interpretive element. You want some sort of piece of information, a bit of information, some answer. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is something that is possibly even legal. I see that. This is something you may need to research, learn more about. I think you will have your answer as well. Some of you, it will actually be a lot better than what you expect. I'm seeing that with the Two of Cups upright, Four of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, I feel like this will be, yes, Three of Swords in reverse, very similar to that second stack, will be removed, whatever the so-called obstacle is. Something here is going to be like cleared out, purified, and I feel like someone will kind of reinvigorate this space with you. Some of you are looking for some sort of confirmation. It's like, is that going to be eliminated? I'm hearing that. I feel that there will be clearing of that. I'm just going to be honest here. If this is a third-party energy or in whatever sense, I feel like that, whatever that is not going to be a problem, okay? I'm seeing like this. I'm hearing police. I don't know what that's going to for everyone. But yeah, Three Swords in reverse, Two of Cups upright. No. It's like I feel you will win this if this is a so-called battle, whatever that means for you. Tower upright. This is something actually is going to be very, very good for you. I'm hearing that it's going to work in your favor. Like the outcome of this, yes. Ace of Cups is Strength card is going to be really favorable. So I feel like karma is definitely. This is reminding you. Okay, this energy space. Your guys want to remind you that karma. Your guys want to reiterate that karma is working in your favor. Six of Pentacles, and it's really meant to be. Whatever happens here in the space, you're being watched over by your guides. Yeah. For some of you, there's something awkward here with that Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, but this is actually interestingly going to serve the broader purpose on the line. I'm hearing that as well. Like you'll look back on this and be like, that one so-called obstacle was really necessary to make this what it really is today. So there's something kind of really special. I'm hearing for some of you have also a very strong sense of magnetism here. I feel that will be building out. Some of you are worried if something is going to be made clear, it will be made clear. If someone hasn't shown you that also you're the one, I feel that they will show you that you're the one. And this is a general video, and so always take as you will. I wouldn't wait on situations that are not, empowering you. Obviously, never. So, yeah, the Chariot on the Ten of Wands in reverse. And yeah, guys, preceding this, I'd like to jump into an astro chat. These energies have been like, yeah, we'll get into an astro chat after this. So feel free to also follow on Twitter at Alchemy and You, where we'll notify when we go live, because YouTube may not notify. We've already gone live twice today. I think it was twice. Oh yeah. Movement of Pentacles, the Chariot. So yeah, guys, I feel like though on the whole, like let's backtrack. No, this person's going to identify you. If they were giving mixed signals in any capacity, you felt there was even this competitive energy. No, like you're going to understand. You're going to be very clear on how this person really feels for you. It can be a misunderstanding of me as well. This person is also possibly even going to move towards you, closer towards you. You may have a new beginning here with the Chariot and the Earth Mother. It's kind of like, okay, it wasn't like that. Oh, I feel I was misunderstanding that. I'm hearing it in this way. Yeah, something is really, you're going to work very well. I hear it again in your favor. It's going to just be really right. Seven of Pentacles, right? So this is about faith and knowing that, especially with that Wheel of Fortune, this is, and not only, but everything is karmic. Everything has a purpose. So even the moments where we're like, wow, like, wow, like it seems like there's this going on, that, no, it's like, these are all important. I'm hearing conversation points in the broader conversation of the true passion point. So it's kind of like the inversion to the potential. We have Girl with the Snake on the Magician. Some of you even, yeah, I feel engagement ring. You guys are going to have a new beginning here. We have Snake here as well. Some of you, there is something else clear. Something will be exposed. Okay, twin flames coming through here as well. Something will be exposed. Some of you, there was something here. You will maybe even meet the one. Okay, so for a small number of you, I want to get on that. If this is someone who is your person, can we get clear indicators here? We have an NLPGC. I'm saying G and C are specifically together there. GC. We have EPEU. Pull. We have pull. AIR. Especially if you feel like this person is like, also we have AIP, we have I'm here twin flames. Like if you feel like this person is your twin flame or however, like you've had enough experiences to be very triggered by this person. Okay, for some of you, yeah, this could have been something related to law. This will be resolved. Something legal, some kind of contract, something even cultural. You will have your answer. We have null, NUL. We have PR. We have air. Someone here really is going to choose you. I'm hearing that as well. All right. Taking you off as a competition with the Five of Pentacles and the Magician. Wow, we just suddenly got very itchy. Then I feel this is going to work in your favor. So thank you for tuning in. You guys always take it as you will. Try to stay grounded here. Let me know if this is resonate. And we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Oh, really quickly. If this is not, okay, if you're going to meet someone new, Okay, I want to get on that as well. I'm hearing NV Nevada. We have S, S, G, A, Sag. Maybe somebody has a lot of Sag, or you will meet a Sag. We have L, we have U, we have N, we have an O. So someone here maybe told you no, maybe they resisted you in some space. I feel like if that is the case, you're going to have something coming up that's going to be a very promising contract. So this is something that regardless is going to sort of restabilize, and it will manifest in a way that does make sense. Some of you maybe even thought someone was... Give me a quick second there on... healing family issues. Okay. Someone was maybe even spreading slander. I feel like that will be clarified. That will be clarified. Can we get a little bit on that? It is safe for you to love upright. Again, healing family issues in reverse. Yeah, someone, this is about matter of timing. We have children in the theme. We have attraction. Maybe even someone here express your love. They may be kind of young, or they may not have really taken the time to be very obvious with their affection for you. They were more careful. So yeah, I feel that they will reveal something actually that will just make it really obvious. Like, okay, I'm hearing also like they're the one. Maybe they're gonna, for some of you, let's go down the back. I feel that like some of you will just go from this feeling of like, wow, that was like, you felt it was very competitive, and then I just get the sense like you're gonna be chosen for something. Yeah, if this was a competition, I feel like you will be so-called chosen. I feel like, interestingly, yeah, this person is moving towards you, and whatever this moment of like kind of challenge is will actually feed this conversation. I almost see like a contestant kind of dropping out here with the snake. For small number of you, yeah, if there was something toxic in the environment, like people also like kind of, but it just could be something just very competitive, that will subside. For a smidgen of you, someone's feeling guilty about something and maybe related to their family, and they're gonna realize that, yeah, this came through another reading. Like, this is not even relevant. So we'll see you guys in the next readings. We'll see you in the Astro Chat next. Bye.